come on in. We are talking all things going live, live with confidence and ease. Come on in as we get started. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. So we're going to get started in just a few moments. I always kind of come here first, talk to you guys, and see how things are going. So this is my 4 o'clock live. So I appreciate you guys being here. And in the meantime, feel free to come on in. You guys know I have to start here first, warm up the room a little bit, get people going. Let me know if you have any questions about going live. I always want to answer questions for my community, okay? So I appreciate you all being here. As you guys come on in, feel free to ask questions and make sure that all is well on your end. Um, in the meantime, we're gonna get started. Um, we're gonna get started shortly, okay? So I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Make sure you like the live. Make sure you comment and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all coming in, starting your live with me, okay? All right, I think we're gonna move quickly. I say this all the time. Sometimes I'm like slower moving. I'm kind of easing into it. I want to get started. I want to come here and chat with you guys for a little bit. And then there's times when I'm like, okay, you know what? We got to move a little faster. So it's one of those days. I definitely want to move a little faster. We'll see how long I'm here today with the thinking that I want to be intentional about showing up, but at the same time, I feel like there's like my to-do list, and I want to make sure I'm knocking away that to-do list. So I appreciate you all being here. I gotta post the content. I always tell you guys all the time, you gotta post the content. Post the content. Don't forget about the content, friends. So we'll see. We'll see if I can post the content, get it going, and hopefully keep the content going. Thank you so much for joining me, though. I appreciate everybody coming in. We'll see how this goes. In the meantime, come in, have a seat, ask questions on this Monday. Hopefully, you guys are staying warm if you're in the U.S. and everything's going well for you. Hi, thank you for a hi with a heart. Appreciate you, friend. How's everything going? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you commenting. And if you don't mind liking that live, give me a thumbs up. But also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button and the bell of when I go live and post content. Hopefully, that is something professional and kind. I don't know what language that is, but thank you so much. I appreciate you, I think. And if it was not kind, that was not nice because I don't know what you said. So I appreciate you being here, friend. We're going to get going in just a few minutes. Appreciate all the support as we get going. Thank you all for coming in. If you are new to my live, feel free to click that bell. Give me a thumbs. I'm sorry, click the bell too, but give me a thumbs up to say that you like the live. Also click the subscriber button and then click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So we're gonna move a little quicker. I'm gonna get going in just a moment. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions. Feel free to come in and connect in the meantime. Let me know if there's anything going on your end. Appreciate everybody joining. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all coming in, supporting the live stream. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. Make sure you give the live a like, give that thumbs up, but also click the subscriber button and a bell to know when I go live and I post content. So want to make sure I'm answering questions, friends. Feel free to come in as well and like the live. I appreciate all the support, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, we're gonna get going in a second. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Are you answer this for me? Are you going live? If you are going live, let me know if you are a live host, okay? So hopefully you are going live and all is well. Let me know if there's any questions as well as you come in. Just did a live update. There was another update out there. Interesting. Thank you all. I want to make sure I'm keeping the latest up to date live stream, and it still is backwards. Interesting. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Make sure you like the live, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell. So, where are you guys from? Put that in the chat for me. Let's put that in the chat. Hopefully you guys are here and they're all as well in your local. So where are you from? Let me know where you're from. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate all the support. Let me know where you're from. And then let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all being here. And thank you for joining my live. There was an update for me to do. Interesting. But it didn't seem like it did anything. Interesting. So I don't know what that's about, but we're going to go with it. Um, Hopefully you all are doing well. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. Make sure you like the live. We're going to go on the TikTok side. We're going to do that. I tell you guys all the time, I co-stream. So I appreciate you all being here. I co-stream. So I'm going to go over there and get to chatting and talking. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate you all coming in, chatting. Let me know if there's questions you have. And so I'm going to get over there in a second. If you don't mind liking the live and subscribing, that would be great if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And then what I do is I tell people over here, I do the housekeeping over here first so you guys know this is going to be a playlist. I talk about live streaming, specifically questions I get from TikTok side, just so that people understand like ways you can engage and build your community, some strategies you want to kind of focus on, some things you want to do to improve your live stream. So that's also there for you. We talked a little bit earlier about Service Plus is a feature. TikTok has a lot of features on their side. So when it comes to your live stream, you want to make sure you are leveraging some of the features that are going to help you improve and connect with your audience, especially if you have a product or service you're trying to promote. So that's going to be important. So we talk about that. I want you guys to make sure you're getting as much as possible out of the platform. And then I give you some tips and strategies for engagement. Okay. So feel free to ask questions. Let me know if you have questions. And then also make sure that as you're here, you're also engaging in and asking questions that are relevant to the live stream, professional questions. But I see comments, I see them coming in. I'm going to try my best to monitor both areas. My moderator, the Idea Barista, she is probably going to come in at some point as well. So she's another resource for you. So feel free to ask her questions. Definitely follow her and connect with her as well. Okay, so we're going to get going. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. Hello, friends. How are you? TikTok. We are talking all things live stream. Let me know if you have questions. If you are a live host and you want to go live, come on in. We're going to talk about how to go live with confidence and ease. We're going to talk about live strategy insights. So we're talking about how to go live, how to build your community. So come in if you have questions. I want to make sure I answer your questions. This is all about live streaming. If you are a live host, come in, learn how to go live, ask questions about the live. TikTok send me people who are interested in going live. I want to support them. So feel free to send people who are interested in going live. I want to be able to support them. So come in if you have questions. How you doing? Nika Grace, how you doing? Chosen for live. How are you? Chosen one for life. Appreciate you being here as well. Hello, friend. Nika, did you go live on me? Let me know if you went live. I don't think you did. Why did I say, did you go live on me? Thank you for coming in, friend. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you have questions as well. You said not yet. Okay, are you, when are you going live? Maybe that's the question. When are you going live, Nika? Let me know when are you going live. Appreciate everybody coming in. Love Universified. How are you, friend? Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. You guys spending the afternoon with me. You guys come in, spend the 10 o'clock time frame, come back, spend the afternoon with me. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Nika, right before Love Universified, you said this ain't TV. About 8 Eastern, have some awesome new makeup to show. Ooh. Love it. Dr. Lisa and everyone, how are you guys doing? Doing well, friend. Thank you for asking. So what I will say is, thank you so much for that number 2 badger. Appreciate you, friend. What I will say is, Nika, you just made me think of this Black Lotus. How you doing, friend? Hope you're doing well. I didn't get a chance to bounce around the way I wanted to. My mid-afternoon got really busy on me. But before I went live, that's why I'm a little late. Well, I'm also because I was on the YT as well. But I went into the App Store just to see if there was another update for my live or for the TikTok. And it was. There was another updated date, obviously from last week or week or last, and there was another update today. When I went in there was an update sitting for me, sitting there waiting. So just know, update your apps, okay? Update your apps. Go in and make sure you're doing the updates as necessary. And I'm not sure how frequently they're coming, but I did have another one in there. So just want to say that out loud. Lynn, how you doing, friend? Any of everybody coming in? I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys sharing out the live and and doing the repost as well. So I appreciate all the support. We'll get some more of our friends in the room. Thank you all for coming in. Okay, so my taps for here is working now. That's interesting. They weren't working before. My dual camera is still popping on when I turn on my live stream. It still shows the dual camera. So all of that I have to turn on my board in order to take the dual camera away. So that's a glitch. So it didn't fix that one, unfortunately. But my tapping did come back in. That wasn't working. So just make sure you guys have the latest version of TikTok. Make sure you have any updates. I mean, we're in an interesting time right now. So make sure you're operating off the latest system, the latest platform. Anything you can do to make sure you're optimizing your profile too, when it comes to your bio, your photo, your name, all the things that will help to teach the algorithm a little bit more about who you are and what you're about. That's also what you want to kind of spend some time doing that as well. Thank you all coming in. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Thank you, Nika. I see you, friend. Appreciate the support. I wanted to show you guys something too. When it comes to your profile, like I said, this is all computerized. So when I go to my page, let's see. When I go to the search, is it on here? I definitely have the imposters. I can't remember which one it was on. It might be on my shop page. There's a feature in here. Thank you all who are coming into the live. There's a feature in here. When I looked up my account, it might have been from my shop side. So let me see. The shop side seems to always have the latest information. Okay, it does. So you see how it gives a description of who I am. It has my post in here. Let me turn my mirror on. I want to just show you guys this. So if you have the latest app updates, and this account does not have the latest, unfortunately. My shop page seems to be operating at the latest information, but it describes who the agency is. It has a little description page here. AI summary. Gives a description of me. So just kind of keep that in mind as you start doing this more often. I post some content. Did you post some content? Oh, that's funny. You said I post some content. Hey, Luna, I saw you as well. How you doing, Coloring Gems? Thank you. Hello, friend. You said nice. So that's why it's important to post the content. It's also important to recognize that the AI is definitely picking up a little bit more about what you're putting down. So it's putting the information in there. A lot of this is not me though. I was like, as I clicked onto it, I was like, oh, this ain't my description. I'm not sure. I think this might be some of the maybe the imposters. I gotta look and see what this means. I have to go back and read it. I was like, TikTok, that's not all me. So I have to go back and look at it. But it does do that for you guys. So again, post the content. Make sure it's you. Hopefully it's not pulling from the imposter pages too. So all that could be part of it too. I have to go back and look and read it and say, well, wait a minute. Because they had like text this number and text. I was like, what? So what is that about? So we'll see. But just know it's important. Let's see. Thank you all who are coming in. I'm sorry, I'm setting my screen again. Appreciate you all joining the live stream. Thank you so much. my new friends come in our room. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for joining. Luna, thank you for the repost. I see you as well. So, yeah, so definitely post your content. Make sure that you are um, training the algorithm to know who you are and what you're about as you develop your page. So that's going to be important. I talk about live streaming. I tell you the AI here for boards. It actually created this board for me. The other board had Dr. Lisa on there, so I had to remove that. But ultimately, it's creating boards for you as well. So let me know. Do you guys have that feature? Anybody have the AI boards feature yet? You really have the whole agency telling me to post content. Really? What you mean? So you went to somebody else's room and they said, post some content. Well, they came in my live to tell me, really. Well, Nika, I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, Mrs. Treetop. Mrs. Treetop, I did not get a chance. I'm going to get by to see you, friend. I got to see you, friend. So I'm assuming, are you going live tonight? Or are you going to, you did your mid-afternoon live. So I like your mid-afternoon live. I'm going to say this real quick. You guys got to get to Mrs. Treetop mid-afternoon live because her live is just so motivational. I'm just saying. It's empowering, especially as you're thinking about how do you set yourself up for success. And so she is giving you real life examples, especially when it comes to the monetization examples too. I love what you talk about. So just good information. Mr. Treetop, thank you for being you. Yes. Yes. I hope you're in the realm. I hope you hear, friend. I think, yeah, she's in the room. So I appreciate you. It was so good. Yeah, she's really good. I sat in our live for a minute the other day and it was good. It was good information. They came in my live and they told me, hello, circle, healing circles. How you doing, friend? She has a great life. She does. She does. Absolutely does. So I think more people need to hear it. She's empowering and motivating people. And so it's just so good. It's just good information. And I think it's important for you said I'm good. That's good, friend. It's important that I mean her information is like good, solid advice and real life examples of how she's navigated and given tips and strategies to help you prepare for your next level and stuff. And so you need that type of encouragement. You need it in your life. If you don't have people encouraging you and keeping you focused, then yeah, things get a little, you get disillusioned. Yeah, you struggle. So it's so important that you have that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Natty Nat. I appreciate you with the populars, friend. Today was a message for today. You said today was a message was on her heart. It was a message that was from her heart. It was on her heart that she had to share. It was from the heart. Is that what you meant, from the heart? Let me know, friend. You used a different language there. Shanisha. I went live twice already. Look at you. I love it. I appreciate that. We are bringing so many beautiful things to this platform. We are. We are. Mr. Treetop, let me know if you want to come up. Janine, how you doing? Janine, you on my list to reach out to as well, friend. I wanna give you a hug. If I could give you a virtual hug. I know things is we have those moments, friend. I'm gonna say that we have those moments. So just stay the course. Stay the course. You got something really great there. So don't give up on what's going on and what you built already. So yes, yeah. Um, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chosen. Appreciate you very much, Chosen. Appreciate you. Mrs. Treetop, let me know if you want to come up because, like I said, I want your message to be heard. Thanks, I needed that. I know. You said you can. Awesome, awesome. Can I invite you? Let's see. And then I want you guys to connect with Mr. Treetop as well. You hear that? You want my message to be heard, huh? Yeah. Well, well, I didn't get a chance to hear it all, but Nika said it's important. It was from the heart, so I wanted other people to hear it because, like I said, the times I've been in your room, you've been. I don't know if I can summarize it. As a matter of fact, I should have made it a series. Well, go back and look at the content and make it a series. You could do clips. I can do clips. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if the TikTok won't let me. Oh. Well,
I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah. Well, no. Okay, well, two
It
things.
wasn't a bad thing to me, but it had to be said. Did you see my flyer?
No, what flyer? What you mean?
Well, my post, because I always use, the flyers to say what I'm talking about. I
Okay,
was an employee of the federal government for 35 years.
okay.
And, I started off talking about, the fact that I took the same oath of office as the Vice President of the United States. And I
Mm,
took that seriously. And to see what the government is coming to now is just grieving my spirit. And it just, some things I just had to speak on.
okay.
So I talked about my soror, Shirley Chisholm,
Oh
who
yeah.
kicked the door open in 1972
Our show so
and
wrong.
ran for president. And I talked about, Jasmine Crockett. I'm
Our other
standing on the
soror.
shoulders of her. So, you hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was kind of, I had to speak to what's going on, and it definitely was about Black history
Is it?
and not shrinking, and women need to stand in their power and not ask for permission, but take our position.
That was the post. I see it here. Mindset
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Look at you. I love it.
Yeah,
Look
that's it.
at you.
It was important. It was just heavy on me because I'm just seeing so many things that we have been saying for years, and now that some people are starting to wake up, it's just like we've been saying it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
I appreciate you sharing that too. And it has Mindset Monday, so you were helping people with how.
How to be resilient and still rise in spite of all the things we went through. I even started from the middle passage.
Mm,
So
wow,
yeah,
wow.
it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was heavy to me, but obviously Nika and Nat and Coach Chantel was in there too. Um, I just pray, that they got something that they can take and chew on, and we got to show up, even if we're just showing up for our families, our communities, and you know, just putting in the work to take care of ourselves because things are not looking that great. So, with that being
Mm,
said, we got to be more mindful to don't let the things of this world, you know, bring us down. We got to be transformed by the renewing of our minds daily, and it's just important to stay steadfast and unmovable in spite of what they try to tell us. You can't erase us. We're not going anywhere. So
yeah.
it was on that. It was on that level. A little Martin, a little Malcolm, a little Hood, a little Hogan.
Well, we need to hear that. Seriously, seriously, we need to hear that, and it has to be something that people are always of that mindset. Like, hey, there's so much work to be done.
But it all definitely was talking about mindset and having just being resilient. Just how all of that we've gone through, Jim Crow, segregation, and it because they took down some things in Philadelphia that symbolize the Underground Railroad and some of the things that we've gone through down here at the National Mall
Yeah.
where Liberty Bell is and everything. So, and that came from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and it grieved my spirit because that's our history, and you're trying to erase us, and I'm not having it.
Right.
I'm
Right.
not having it, But I'm only one person, so I just had to put it out there. And I was like, yeah, well, I guess TT don't like it because it was only about 1 to 9 people. I mean, 1 to 4 people today. And I used to get 1 to 9, but I don't care. I said I don't care if I got to talk to myself and say the recording and send it out.
Here we go. There we
I
go.
might do that. If anybody wants it, I might send it to you.
Like
But
I said,
yeah.
do clips of it. Do clips. I mean, you can just, you could do like a quick, how you do the intro, and then you can show clips of your
I
laps.
don't know how to do that, Dr. Lisa. I'm an old head. I'm 61 young years old. I got to talk to somebody else. Shortstop. Who know how to help me with that? You know what I mean?
Okay.
All I know how to do is download the whole disc. But yeah, I'm not trying to make light of it. It was necessary because sometimes you just feel like you've been screaming something for so long,
Yeah.
and when it affects one or two of them, male and female, you know what's
Mhm.
going on. I said, say her, basically say her name and say his name. As far as Mr. Petty and
Yeah.
what happened to them was out of order. But this is what's
Yeah.
been going on with us for forever,
Mhm.
and we've always had been the voice of, and I'm not saying we got the moral majority or the moral high ground or anything like that, but it just seems like normally we are on the right side of things. And
Right.
now that it's affecting them, now people want to wake up. And school days was on this weekend.
Oh, was
And
it?
that part, wake up! And I'm like, finally, I wonder. And it's just my prayer that people will wake up and just move in a way that things will change.
Yeah.
Maybe not in my lifetime, but because I'm only 61. When did Civil Rights Act pass? You know what I'm saying? So it's in my lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just makes you think. And I'm going to celebrate every day. So, hey, just look out for me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A little bit something. Everybody celebrating us. People of color, women, all the things.
So what time do you go live? Because I know you bounce around a little bit.
Because I had so much to say, I had to take my time today. It's normally 12 o'clock, but it was 2 o'clock today because it was so important to get this out.
Okay.
It was about an hour and 43 minutes.
Okay.
Which was kind of long for me. You know, I'll be trying to do just an hour, you know what I mean, an hour and a half. It could have been longer, but I was like, I didn't really let things sit and rest. Because some of those things I should have paused a little bit and say, you know, just sit with that thing right there.
Right.
But I wanted to move along, get as much out as I could.
So you but daily, are you noon? Is that what you said? Noon?
Noon, yeah.
Okay.
Right after you go off.
Okay.
Because it wasn't working. Even though you go off, it still ain't working. But it is what it is.
Well, what time? Well, so what time do you prefer to do? You said.
No, noon was fine.
Okay.
Look, I ain't trying to get up too early no more. I mean, because when I tried to do it earlier, my daughter's car went down and I had to drop her off at work at 9 o'clock. So 9:30 wasn't working anymore.
Okay.
Rushing back trying to do that. So yeah, 12 is fine.
Okay. So 12 o'clock is when you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, definitely follow Miss Tree Top, catch her, going live and stuff. Like I said, her live, like right now she's doing this special topic, and I don't even know if it's special. You talk about motivation, you talk about mindset, motivation, and money. The 3 M's.
And I was thinking about giving up the motivation piece because I think CT don't know who to send me.
Yeah.
Because it's been 1 to 9 since I started. So they're like, yeah, you might have to give up something. Financial literacy is my heart, but look, I got to talk about certain things too now.
Right.
Now, mindset also includes, you got to have a wealth mindset opposed to a wage mindset. So it starts in the mind first.
So you're going to stick to the mindset part of it. I love that.
No. I'm still working that thing out.
You good. Play around with it. See what the AI tells you to. I think.
But today, I don't know. It was a little bit of all of that, mindset and motivating you to not be afraid to, don't shrink. Because as women, they always make us think that we have to be so much better, so much, show it with excellence, and that's still looked at as mediocre in their eyes because they don't believe that our genius should be celebrated.
Right.
And I gave the example of, at my job when I was working that I had said, what we need to do to correct the problem. And, the Caucasian male said the same thing but in a different way. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll do that. I said, we won't break right there. Stop that. But what we're not going to do is act like I didn't just say the same thing. So you got to call stuff out when you see it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that passive-aggressive stuff with this one.
You said, hold up. No.
What we not going to do is give him credit for something I just said.
Right.
And that's what we deal with all the time. So it was a little bit of everything, Dr. Lisa.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was a little bit of everything. Pray for me.
No, I'm praying for you, but honestly, I want people to show up for you. I want people to learn and grow from you because like I said, the times I've been in your live, every time I walk away, I'm like, oh, that was powerful. I needed that. And so that's
a blessing enough. Because by my numbers, I can't tell. You know what I'm
that.
saying?
That's why we gotta shift the narrative where your numbers reflect, the great value you give.
Well, I did get 1 million diamonds yesterday.
Oh, overall. Nice.
I was going to post it, but I said, nah, don't be braggadocious. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they can't be in my pockets.
Like I said, it only takes a remnant. You don't need a lot of people to support you.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
God is able. He can sustain you no matter how few people you have.
And you're a big supporter. I mean, that's for sure. Yeah, that's definitely for sure. People see it.
And Black Lotus, I was trying to get her out of shell. And I said, oh, Black Lotus, I'm getting ready to lose a fragment. I need you to come over here. And when she came over, I I said, psych, I'm safe. I just wanted her to get out of the show. I wanted her to come up and battle with us.
She came up?
No, she ain't come up.
I was like, she came up? Really?
No. And she still sent me something. I said, why are you sending me something? I said, I'm safe. But she's sweet like that. She's a very good supporter as well.
She is.
But y'all
She
gotta
is
get in
awesome.
that room and get to know her. She's shy, but I'm trying to pull out her shit.
Yes.
Is she here?
She here. She ain't saying that. She probably gonna say something.
Friend.
She gonna send me a message in a second. Dr. Lisa. She is sweet. She is awesome. Is she still here, Lodo? Black Lotus, you were here for a second there. Yeah, she is in the room. You're in the room. You hear us talk about you, Black Lotus.
But she sent me an adorable, adorable gift, and I was like, wow, she's really sweet.
She
and
is.
I appreciate that because I was just trying to get her to come on over and come on up, you know. But I was like, no, I'm safe, I'm safe. I just put that in there. You know, sometimes you gotta be a little tricky.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah. So I appreciate the work you're doing. Seriously, you're supporting a lot of people out here. And so your time is coming.
And I spoke to that too. I said, I want to see all of us win. Women, we got to start sticking together. Too many men high up on that leaderboard when it's mostly women on this platform.
Yeah.
Why are we in the 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spot? We need to be popular. We need to be on it.
Right.
So,
What were you talking about? Like the A leaguers or the B leaguers? What are you saying?
just any league.
Any league.
Whenever I look at the different, you know, who's at the top,
Mm-hmm.
any day. It's normally
Oh
okay.
man.
A lot of people want entertainment. I get that. The Tyler Rivers, you know, normally it's the men, the Boss Metries. It's always the guys at the very top of the echelon, and most of the people that supporting them were not men.
Right.
Hello? Black women, white women,
Right.
Indian women, all of us need to start supporting one another.
Right.
Look, we ain't asking permission. We need to take our position. Get out the way. Move. It's our time.
Yeah.
I told you, little Malcolm, little Martin, little Hood, little Holy. So.
Yeah. Oh. I love that. You said take our position. Oh Lord. That's what I love about you. You have the nice what do you do? What is it? Alliterations that you use.
Jesse Jackson. Am I showing my age when I say Jesse?
No, I got it, but I don't know. The others got it.
Because he used to do that too. But I appreciate you bringing me up.
Oh, I appreciate
you.
you.
Let's do that. Let's support one another. You know, each one teach one. We got to make sure we keep our history. And it's really what it was about. You can't erase us. You can't erase our history. We built this country. And at the end of the day, everything that you have is because of us. So.
Absolutely.
Don't forget us.
Yeah.
Because we ain't going to let you.
Exactly. All right, friend. Appreciate you.
All
All
right.
right. Take care. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
here.
Liz.
Wait a minute. Don't leave yet. Let's see.
Appreciate y'all.
Let me show some love too. Appreciate you. I'm gonna send you a star. Appreciate your friend.
Oh, somebody got the fist up. That's right.
I love it. All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Take care, friend.
See ya.
Black Lotus, you hold on. Black Lotus didn't told us. She said she is not climbing up there with you, with neither one of us. I think she meant both of us. She called you Mrs. Sweetheart, but she meant Mrs. Treetop, I think. She said she is not climbing up and taking a limb. He said, for me, life is a marathon, not a race. There we go. I love it. I love that. Nice love, all the support. It is awesome. I appreciate you too, Lisa. All these men had a mama first. So she said, Natty Dad. He said they had a mama first. I love that. Absolutely. I love it. Y'all, so I didn't get a chance to get over to Miss Treetop, and when like I said, I went over to her live a few times in the daytime. Now, in the nighttime, you catch her in the nighttime, she with her girls. She with her girls. So you get a different Mrs. Treetop. But the daytime Mrs. Treetop, she gonna give you that inspirational message, that mindset message that you need. She gonna feed your spirit. And so it's a good talk. So I just wanted to kind of show that because I know she's been doing some great work. And today's live was very, very special too. So I appreciate you sharing that, friend. There's a lot of stuff that sometimes we just need to kind of keep in mind. That's the beauty of going live and having these great rooms to go to. It could be entertainment and inspiring. It could be educational, as well. So just know that you're going to get all that. So yes, I always catch up with her girls. Yeah, you catch her in the nighttime with the girls. Her girls. I was like, okay, Miss Treetop, let me show a little love, and I'm out. But the daytime, you kind of want to pull up a chair and sit for a minute. You definitely need to pull up a chair and sit for a minute. You'll love it. All right. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Um, Thank you so much, friend. Others coming in the room. We were just chatting for a little bit. So the earlier live, you said you catch the daytime. The nighttime is hilarious. Yes, yeah, because they're definitely having a interesting talk. It's like you're sitting, you're learning all about the streets. You're learning what's happening in these TikTok streets and beyond. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but you love it. It is good. Yeah, catch the nighttime. I need to catch the nighttime. Yeah, catch the nighttime. But catch which one you want to catch. I was promoting the daytime, but catch the nighttime too. I don't want to. I don't want to miss out on her nighttime lives. But the daytime lives are interesting. Okay, very rarely at night because you said I'd be tired. You said I love both for different reasons. Oh, Mrs. Treetop. So as you can tell, you have an audience for both day and night. All right, friend. Thank you all who are coming into the room. Y'all said I love them for different reasons. Thank you all for coming in the room. I appreciate everybody who's here. Let me know. Well, you know what? We can pull up the boxes and just chat a little bit. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to get out the way I wanted to this afternoon, so I'm gonna get out after this. I'm gonna try to be around in the streets. But let me know if anybody else wants to talk. You guys, I know we're going into February. I know people have different topics they're covering. We highlighted Mrs. Treetop. Anybody else want to come up and talk about their content, want to share some information? I'm totally fine with that. Um, Here she goes again with those boxes. Wait a minute. You don't want you Black Lotus, come on up in the box. Come on up in the box.
I'm coming up. Yes, sir. I'm coming up because February belongs to me and I'm a black woman. Yes. Yes. But February, y'all, I just got it for my daughter. Like, y'all, seriously, I say, daughter, they gonna be sick of me.
What you mean? Why?
Because February belongs to me, and you already know how I do in February.
Okay, okay.
And I got the nerve to be turning 50, and I got the nerve to have been on TikTok for a whole year, and I got the nerve to know more than you on TikTok, and I got the nerve to be doing a comedy show. I said they don't even know about the head rings tear up. I said they don't even know how funny your mother is. I said, oh, snap, they don't, let loose. February belong to me. And I am telling y'all, I'm happy. I'm feeling very excited. I'm feeling so proud of myself. I am coming out of my shell in complete ways that I couldn't even explain. And I'm really excited about it. And I really wanted to come and share that with y'all because I said, I hear my auntie up here. Of course, I came late to the room because I was talking to my daughter. She started a new job today, so I was really proud of the conversation we had today. But just the fact that February is a month that we have so many celebrations. Not to mention, my birthday is February 12th, and her birthday is February 12th. And
Okay, that's right.
yes, so every time February comes around, I celebrate it every day. It has not just the fact that I had her on my birthday, but February always meant a lot to me for different reasons. But as younger, it meant a lot to me because I always had to figure out a ways to celebrate my day because nobody else celebrated my day. So it means a lot. So when you don't know, you don't know. You know, when
Right.
you don't have a conversation with people, you don't really get to know their story. You don't really get to know why things are so significant. Because some may be like, oh, that's extra. Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
she's doing too much. But when you don't know somebody's life history and
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what it is that's important to them, and you just hear that they're joyful or they're laughing or they're like, oh, the month belonged to me. But you know, it's also can be hard when you spend a whole like your whole life it just never being celebrated as a kid and never really like your birthday came and go like nobody even said anything or never even mentioned anything and you know where it was like your teachers felt so sorry for you that they had to buy you a card and like that kind of stuff because
Mm.
I had one teacher in high school that shared the same birthday as me
Oh,
and so
nice.
yeah so she would buy me a card and one of my other teacher will buy me a gift but you know but because they knew my story
Yeah.
you know in situations so February always means a lot to me and then later, I would have my daughter on my birthday.
Mm.
And it was like, wow. It was like you could never forget your birthday. Your birthday could never be just a day anymore that even if you chose to not celebrate because now you have to celebrate it anyway because you have your daughter on your birthday. So you know, so that's my birthday buddy forever and but February means a lot. You know, not only Black History, but you know, just the fact that I was a Black girl. You know, in the streets, just like growing up, just growing up out there. You know, and to find out later that I still end up being a woman that made a mark in this world, made a mark in my life. You know, like I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to
Mm.
be I was never supposed to be here, not only from like medical things, but like supposed to be here like with a sound mind, never been hooked on nothing,
Right.
never had to, sell my soul for anything. Just the fact that the outcome of my life shouldn't even be what it is. And to be even as motivation or as inspirational as I am, I should be negative. I don't want to say, anybody Debbie or Betty because I don't know if you're in the room. I don't know, but but if you are, sorry, but that is just rhymes, not personal. But
Yeah.
just the fact, you just see like, yeah, I'm somebody. Yeah, February belonged to me, and this year hit different because I'm turning 50,
Yeah.
and it hit differently because they say I wouldn't be here. They told me I would not be here. So yeah, and then here I am. I'm 50, and I'm not only just 50, gonna be 50, but I'm 50. I'm walking. I'm talking. I'm moving around. I'm chilling. I'm just enjoying my life. I have peace. I have like my mind. So it's like, yo, this is all right. And it's a good space to be. And I don't want to make any apologies about it anymore. Like I told someone yesterday, I don't want to ever have to apologize for my voice anymore, or my tone,
Mm.
or my raspiness, or the loudness. I lost my voice 9 years ago
Mm.
completely. Like completely, like yeah, completely. Like throat closed, like hole in the throat to talk. Whatever what you call those things again. I always forget it, but I
The
can't forget
trait.
the experience. Yeah,
Okay.
have to a hole in my throat just to breathe. So this was me 9 years ago. And they said I would not make it past like 2 weeks in
Mm.
2017. And here I am about to be 50. So I'm like, and I'm talking, I'm yapping, I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm doing all the things. So I just find this month to be so special to me, and this year, this 50th year, to be so much to celebrate, so much to be joyful about, like so much. I just want to encourage. I want to inspire. I want to motivate. I want you guys to find joy in whatever it is you desire to find joy in because life is short and it is not promised. And you don't know when it's going to change, when it's going to shift, when something's going to happen that's going to change it. Mine's happened overnight from a Friday to a Sunday. You know, so you don't know, but take the joy and just go for it. If it's something you're waiting to do, just do it already. Don't wait. You know, don't let nothing stand in your way. Don't let nobody, take space where you belong already, because can nobody be you?
Right.
I don't care how many people named Jesse. There's only one Jesse. I don't care how many coaches. There's only one coach, Jesse. So just take the space of where you belong in the world. And I just wanted to really come up right after Auntie, because I'm in her live on some days. And her message is very inspiring. It is very encouraging. She come in my live. She was there this morning. She loves on me, and she supports me, and she encourages me, and I love that, because it doesn't have to be a whole lot of people, but there are some people that do make a difference, and they're very significant.
Exactly.
And she is one of them
Mm-hmm.
for me, and and I love her, like for real, and she's a really, really sweet woman, and a good. Her laugh is infectious.
It is. It is.
Because she said when she laughed, her eyes closed, and they do. So that's why I just wanted to come up and say, y'all, February belongs to me. Even if you share February birthday, I'll share it with you, but it belongs to me.
He said, but it still belongs to me. He's like, I share, but it still belongs to me.
I told Daddy that. I said they gonna prepare to be sick of me, y'all. But I hope you're not uncomfortable with that. But just prepare to be sick of me. But just know I'm celebrating, because I really am excited to be in this space in my life, and to be here, and also my daughter 27 to my 50. But
Nice.
yeah.
All right, friend. I appreciate you sharing that. Seriously. This is your time. This is your month. February
Yeah.
belongs to you.
It belongs to me.
2026 too belongs to you, but we doing big things.
26, and the whole 26 belong to me.
Exactly. You're doing it big.
I'm on fire. This girl is on fire, okay?
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you all for coming in. I see my people who came in. I saw you. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the follow, Carly. Others who came in. I just opened up the boxes. So if you guys wanted to chat, we can chat for a little bit. I'm going to stay live probably right at, I might do 90 minutes. That's where I'm going to sit at, right around 90 minutes. So that'll put me close to 5:30 or so, maybe 6 o'clock. But I just wanted to have a chance for us to talk. I know many of you guys, we start a new month, so we're in a new month. Basically, whatever happened in January, we're leaving that in the past. Okay, that was a month. That was the first month of the year. All right, so we still got goals. We got 11 more months to get through, and we're gonna continue to stay focused and push forward. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. We got through the hard things, and we realized we can do hard things. We can do hard things, and at the end of the day, you got through it, and now you're here, and you're gonna stay focused. Stay driven in the way that you're gonna keep showing up, keep supporting your community. You're gonna start something if you haven't started, and keep going. All right. So consistency is the key, and consistency is whatever you want it to be. Okay. Consistency doesn't have to be daily. Ideally, I would say daily, but it doesn't have to be daily. But you want to create something where people can know you're there, to expect you, and to keep showing up. All right. Couple things. Before I went live today, I saw an app update. So there's an app update out there. So if you guys have not been there since the last update that happened when the new owners took place, when I went in, it was an app update for me to do. Okay.
Wait, another one?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it on this phone. I'll see if it's on this phone too. There was another one on there. So let me show you guys. Let's see. If I go to my app store. So I'm going to my app store. So I'm in my app store. This is the iPhone. I'm going to search TikTok. Let me see if it shows it. Okay, so when I get here, you see where it says open? I'm not going to click that. I'm going to click the TikTok symbol. We'll see if there's an app update. Oop, it says update.
Oh.
So that's the way I have to do it. You saw where it said open, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to click that. I'm going to click the symbol and come here, and there's another update sitting there. Okay, this is my other phone. I did it on my main account here, but this account I hadn't done it on yet. So I'm going to click update, but let me know if you need me to do that again. All I did was log into my app store. I went ahead and typed in TikTok. I clicked the TikTok symbol so it could take me to the actual page. And on the actual page, it tells me to update. Okay. So I had not been doing that step. I would just see when I click the TikTok, it would say open. I'm like, oh, well, I'm good. I don't need to update. I started clicking the symbol and that update is sitting there. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure people knew that. So definitely do your app update. See if there's another update. I went there today and that's sitting there. Hey, Alex, how you doing? So it's updating now as we speak. All right, so make sure you have the latest version of TikTok. Make sure you're doing your updates so that your account operates smoothly. My account is still doing some buggy stuff, but it's all good. So just know that that might be an update for you to do, okay? Why did it come when I log back in? Guess who that is? She always
The
dances.
dancing machine.
Look at her, look at
Dancing machine.
her. She in the room, Leanne, you here?
Dancing machine. You got me beat, Lord.
She's like, what? What? Is that I'm here? Look at you looking at me. It went straight to your pose, Leanne. Oh, I love it. That's my girl, Leanne. Stella, you in the room. It went straight to her video dance. Is that a new one, Leanne? Is that a new video? Oh my gosh. Is that a new post? Or that's been there. You're like, oh, it's rotating some stuff that you had already. Let me know if that's a new one or not. But that was cute. Leanne is always dancing. So yeah, so make sure you guys have the latest update on your app, okay? You said newish. I think it's from 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay. Okay. Not bad. Thank you for that, Daily Harvey and Stella. Yeah, so Leanne, you say yes, she is. Always dancing. Leanne, I had somebody come in my live earlier. She knew you. She knew, or she must be from your community, or she might have come across your page. I told her to go back because she to view your live stream because you do the camera at the top. I'm trying to think of her name now. It just slipped my memory. But she also does crafting and Lego in particular. And so I know you used to do Lego as well. So she probably will come back across your page again because I told her how you're doing the dual camera. She's a newer creator. She had less than 150 followers. And I think what we end up giving her advice on is maybe using this type of feature, the guest feature, and have a second account that can show the Legos. On that second account, she can still be on the screen. So that may be a workaround until she gets live studio access. Okay, so um, let me know if anybody else want to come up and share information that you want to talk about for this month as you guys are going into a new month. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is that? That's the pop. How you doing, friend? The pop. Thank you for sending that. I appreciate it. It must be for a campaign. My new friend, so something you can use. Do you want to come up and talk about your live stream? Disaster Drama Queen, we met recently. Let me know if you want to come up. Anybody else want to share?
Did you do the battle stuff?
Did I do the battle stuff for you in particular? I need to send you that email, and I need to do the next one for the 12th. I haven't done the 12th yet, so I need to send you the inbox message of your opponent. Your opponent was on vacation. That was the message I got, and they're supposed to be reaching out to you for Friday. So you should get a message, but I'm gonna send you their name so you can do the outreach too. Hey, something you can use, proof that we get clarity in the doing, and just go live, folks. Something the topic sorts itself out. Yeah, sometimes the topic sorts itself out. That's true. That is very true. Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
hey, friend.
Uh,
Hi.
how are you and how's everybody?
Hey, Frank.
Hello. Hello. How you doing?
Doing good. Just wrapping up my work day. But I got on and I caught like the tail end of Miss Treetop, and then I heard Miss Jessie share and heard everything, and now I'm motivated. And so for my live tonight, I'll be going live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and so because I cover so many topics, I decided the way to structure it would be to do themes for each night. So Mondays are my motivation Mondays, and
Okay.
I woke up this morning and my first thing I saw was Duran Bernard's Grammy Award winning speech.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so reminiscent of Little Richard for me. And I saw that connection. So I reposted both speeches on my page.
Oh,
If you
wow.
if you haven't seen them, you can see it there. But that's what I'm going to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
The connections I made with that, and the connections with both of their journeys, and how to keep going, especially in this creation space. So everyone's welcome to join if you can stop by. But yeah, that was it.
Oh, awesome. Talk a little bit about your topics. I mean, something you can use. Go ahead and talk about where that name came from and what you talk about in your live stream.
Yes, so I'm still working to refine everything, but it originally started off as an idea. I wanted to do like product recommendations and see if I could try my hand at AFF. I don't know if I can say it, but AFF money.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up your stream, but but yeah, and so that's what it really was supposed to be. But when I started live streaming, I started getting more into the life lessons and stuff like that, and doing music and things like that. So it's life lessons and music, health, style, wellness. So each day has a theme. So Mondays are motivation Mondays. Tuesdays are technical Tuesdays, where I break down some type of tech tutorial. Wednesdays are wellness Wednesdays. Thursdays are throwback Thursdays, and then Fridays are just a week in review for anybody who may have missed that week. And so I'm still working to refine it. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but that's where I am so far.
Yeah, yeah. That's the beauty of it too, as you work on, you'll identify what topics are really resonating. It'll get. I mean, you want to get to the point where you can let the algorithm know a little bit more about what's grounding your niche, your topics that you're covering. So like, what's that thing that you're doing? Are you doing um, conversations to help people, you know, grow in terms of, you know, you decide what that topic is. So you fill in the blank. But if you're doing different themes each day, like when Miss Tree talked about mindset when it comes to right money, mindset when it comes to growth, mindset. So you can kind of use that to kind of help you think about how you want to center your topics.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. But Disaster Drama Queen put it in the chat. She said you always leave out with something you can use, and that's definitely the goal. Is for it to be something useful at the end of the day. So
Okay.
yeah, but I appreciate you.
All right, I appreciate you as well. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate that too. Anybody else want to share? Let me know if you want to come up and share. Um, you're welcome to talk about your live stream, talk about what you're doing. We'll use this as an opportunity for you guys to um, update the community on some new stuff that's happening. Disaster Drama Queen coming up. Did you come up? Okay, I was about to say, did you come up on purpose? Let me know, because sometimes people are like, I didn't mean to press the button. So, hello, friend. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I have a mastiff who just decided he wanted to join for some reason. His nose is between me and the phone.
Okay.
So we had our one-on-one earlier this week, and one of the assignments was that I was to go and find some other preppers in Prepper Talk and check out their lives and see what they were doing.
Okay.
And I have yet to find a prepper
Okay.
who's doing lives.
Oh.
So I decided to pivot and go and look for the people who were talking to Gen Z and doing these sort of adult 101
Okay.
content, because that's really, I think, where big part of the audience that I'm trying to reach is those beginners new to adulting and new to the idea of that they might even need to prep for anything. And
Okay.
so I have been starting to find some of theirs and some of their, not a lot yet, but because I'm still finding when they're going live, but I'm finding some that say that they're live hosts, and I'm making plans to be able to come and go into their lives. But I'm checking out their content, interacting with it. I changed my bio to include the words emergency essentials and adulting 101 because
Okay.
those were words that TikTok had told me were searched for in that area.
Okay.
So I adjusted my bio to include those words, and I've been making some changes, and then this month I'm just doing Monday through Friday lives
Okay.
as far as my own content, and then I'll be dropping in and visiting other lives like I usually do, but I'm not going to commit myself to doing any weekend stuff just to give myself that break.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the balance you probably need as well. Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes down to, if you don't mind sharing for the room what you talk about in your live, so people can kind of get a
Sure.
sense of what's going on.
So I am the disaster drama queen. It's disaster preparedness for the wildly unprepared. It's beginner friendly prepping tips. Each week I put out a weekly calendar that gives you one tip each day. And the tip on Sunday is always celebrate anything you did last week to be better prepared. That tip never changes. Sunday's always the same. And then Monday through Saturday, it's one simple thing you can do that day that would improve your preparedness. And sometimes it's think about something like think about the most likely evacuation route from work. Sometimes it's add a couple extra cans of your favorite soup to your emergency food supply. Sometimes it's learn CPR. Things that you can either do in a day or you can set up in a day. Like
Gotcha.
if you want, maybe you can't go to a CPR class today, but you can find out who in your area offers them because they're available, and you can schedule yourself for one.
Exactly.
And just that's one thing. Doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of money, and can make a big difference if you need it. And so each day in this weekly calendar that I put out on Sunday has one tip, one suggestion, one idea. And then I get on Monday through Friday and I talk about what the tip of the day is. And then I discuss other related topics depending as people come in. They might ask questions, or I might tell stories from my years working in emergency response. I used to coordinate volunteers in Reno, Nevada. I had 500 volunteers in 5 different programs that supported police and fire and emergency management. So I got lots of stories to tell. So typically with any tip, there's some reason why I know that it's useful from my own experience. So that's what I do.
So, okay, so really quickly with the weather event that just kind of went through swept through the whole nation, your live, I'm assuming, was talking about preparedness for that, especially if, things freeze and stuff.
I adjusted because I had already had scheduled topics that had already gone out before everything hit, but I added some extra things. I talked about, generator and space heater safety, because that's one of the big dangers that people don't know how to use them incorrectly. They get CO2 poisoning, or they set their house on fire. Those are the kind of deaths that professional responders are worried about during that time period. So I encouraged people to make sure that they knew how to handle those things, and I gave them some general guidelines for both. And then I talked to them about wrapping or covering their vehicles, and especially when an ice storm is coming. It's very different from scraping frost off your windshield or brushing off the snow. An inch of ice around your vehicle is it's hard to do. So if you can't get your vehicle in a garage or under a carport, you could use plastic sheeting and garbage bags and cardboard, different things to wrap it. And then I wrapped my parents'
car and my car, and I put pictures of them up later showing what I'd done for my own family and things like that. And then we discussed. And it was interesting. I had a few people who were like, "I never thought of that. I didn't think, you know." And I was like, "And I haven't been in a nice storm in the South before. And where I used to live, I had a garage, so I didn't have to think about it. So they were glad that I gave them the tip and when I did. But most of the stuff that I offer is very kind of general, beginner, basics. So it often is applicable across multiple types of disasters and emergencies. You know, like the food supply. Like this was definitely a time where the food supply was a good thing for people to think about. But I wasn't worried about it at all. I didn't buy anything extra at the grocery store because I already knew I had everything I need. We did buy a couple extra loaves of bread because we go through that faster, but I wasn't even worried about that because I've got beer and flour, and I have beer and flour. I can make bread.
Okay. I was like, oh, okay. I thought you were saying, yeah, beer to drink.
One can of beer,
Yeah.
2 cups of flour.
Right.
It's called beer bread. It's really easy to make, and it tastes good.
Right.
So it's like, that's why I don't even drink beer. That's what I make it for. I don't like the taste of beer. I always tell people beer is for batter and wine is for marinade. But I have it in my emergency supplies for that reason, because I can quickly and easily whip together some bread without it being difficult. So
Nice.
I didn't buy extra stuff because I knew we already had what I needed, because I've been doing this kind of daily preparedness for a long time. And I guess, you know, that's what I'm teaching people, especially people who've never done it before, or people who like got really interested in it because they went through something, but then when they went to the websites for FEMA and American Red Cross, they just got so overwhelmed because they put all the information out there.
Right.
And some people just dive in and they're like, I can't afford all this that they say I should have in a kit, or I don't know how to can or grow my own food. I can't have this big, huge stash. I'm barely buying this week's groceries, much less, you know, $400 more worth. And so that's what I ran into constantly when I was doing work in Northern Nevada, was people who were just thought it was too much, and that because they couldn't do everything, that nothing that they were doing was going to make any difference.
Right.
And so I changed the approach of how I taught it. I started helping people understand that just doing these little things, it's like a squirrel gathering nuts for winter. They're just gathering one little nut at a time, but it all adds up to something that they can survive on, something that they've got stored away to make their lives better whenever the weather gets bad. And so that's what I'm basically doing, is giving people some ideas for one little nutty idea a day, and you're just doing your future self a favor, and you don't regret it. And
so Coach Jessie asked the question, and I guess this is an interesting concept. Do you make packages or kits for people, like that type of stuff, or recommend kits that people should get?
I try to give people the knowledge and awareness they need so that they build the kit that's right for them.
Okay. Do you have an external resource, like a web page or someplace?
I definitely point people towards FEMA and the Red Cross, because they're excellent sources of information. And there are some other preppers. Like, one of the things that's really good to know as far as skill sets is how to tie some knots. If you're putting up shelters or trying to secure things, there's a TikTok account out there called The Daily Knot. And each day they post a knot and they teach you how to tie it, and they teach you what it's useful for. But I do very simple level things like, telling people to buy their favorite soup. I don't tell them what soup to buy. I tell them to get what they like to eat. I encourage people to think about what their needs are. I might tell them about what a power station is. Like, I have an EcoFlow power station. I tell them what it is. I tell them how I use it. And I encourage them to go and explore whether they think that would be something useful for them, and to do their own research and find what's best for them. Right. Because to me, at the time I bought the EcoFlow, it was the best on the market. But that's been 3 years ago, and there might be better ones out there. I'm kind of giving people enough information for them to make good decisions, but I'm not necessarily branding. I do have a few things that I bought on TikTok Shop that I really like the weather radio that Prona sells. I've marketed that quite a bit because I like it, and it's a really good one.
And do you have
And
TikTok
also
Shop?
the water straws it's on TikTok, yeah.
Well, do you have TikTok Shop?
I have Shoppable Lives.
Okay, so yeah, so you have a showcase. You could put products in the showcase. Okay.
So I do have a few things like that, but
Okay.
I'm just more about I want to equip people to make the decisions that are going to benefit them. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do
Okay.
in a fun, friendly way.
Right. Awesome. Well, no, thank you for sharing that. Like I said, the weather event that we're all, for the most part, still enduring.
Yeah.
You know, it was good to have some place, somebody to go to and just kind of get some tips and strategies. So yeah, your content is great.
I didn't pop up right away because I'm still in the process of trying to shovel ice off of the walkway so my mom can get to the car.
Oh,
She hasn't been able to get out since it snowed.
oh no.
And Dad and I can get out because the path to the driver's side is clear, but the path to the passenger side is still covered with ice. So
Yeah, be
I'm about
careful.
1 foot away from the car at this point. So
Oh
I
gosh.
came in to take a break and turned this on, and there you were. So
Oh.
that's,
So I mean, are you so salting? You're saying shoveling. So salting for the ice or no?
shoveling, breaking up the ice.
Oh,
with
breaking it
picks.
up. Oh,
And it's a level of ice, and then there's fluffy snow still underneath, and then a little bit of ice under that.
yeah.
So I use the pick to break it up into chunks, and then I use the shovel to shovel it out of the way. And then I have a patio underneath it. Then I put the de-icer on the patio to keep that from freezing back up.
Gotcha. Yeah, you guys had that. So I think like the middle of the country got that ice storm, like Georgia,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah, we were lucky. We got about 4.5 inches of snow and ice, and so about four inches of snow and about half an inch of ice between the 2 days. But unfortunately, Nashville got hit really hard in the sense of the ice there and the breakage and the damage, the trees falling down and cutting down power lines. And I have friends in Nashville that have been out without power for a full week now. We only lost it in my little town here where I'm at for about an hour and a half, and they had it back up. But as I tell people, when you have a school for linemen in your little town, the baby linemen get to get out and practice when they're on break from school. So when power goes down in my little town, it gets back up pretty quickly. And so it's a training exercise for the school, I think. But anyway, we were lucky. There were other parts of the county that were down for longer, but you know, we have a generator. We had other heat sources. I immediately started shutting down rooms of the house as soon as the power went out, and started consolidating us into 2 rooms so that we only had to worry about heating those 2 rooms if it got down to that point. I had a little portable fireplace that I set in my mom's room. So as soon as her heater stopped, I set the fireplace on fire, and you know, that room never even got chilly.
Yeah.
So, and we had candles, and we had a camp stove. We got the generator ready to roll out on the deck and fire up. I had gasoline. I had everything. We had it stored on the porch out of the snow and ice, and it's on a cart, so we can wheel it out onto the deck far enough away from the house to crank it up. But we never needed to use it, so
That's good. Okay.
but we were ready.
Okay. Yeah. What is the saying? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's your motto.
Exactly. And you don't have to get ready all at once either. That's the other thing is you don't, you know, you hear people who are really enthusiastic and excited, and they give you their long list of things that they have, but they don't tell you that they got those things over a period of a year or 2. They didn't get them all overnight. They collected them along the way. That's, you know, I have a pretty decent food storage, but I didn't get that in lump sums. I got that by getting a couple extra cans of tuna here and there, and a couple, you know, when I found a good sale, I bought maybe a case of a carton of soups or some things, but I didn't go out and spend a boatload of money on food. I did it gradually as I did my normal shopping, and I just, as I was going through the store saying, okay, I've got most of my needs. What is there anything I can get to go in my emergency supplies? And a little bit here and a little bit there, and my mom and dad love their Folgers coffee, and I've got I think I've got 6 canisters of that. They better drink it because it's not my favorite. So
She's like, y'all have a cup of coffee.
hey, that you lose that caffeine in the middle of disaster, it just makes it that much worse.
Right.
So,
All right, friend.
I enjoyed chatting with you, but I got to get back to
All
shoveling.
right. Stay warm, friend. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all. You guys, I feel like a little talk show host. Come on up. Who's next? Who wants to come up? Anybody? Share what you're doing in your live stream. Feel free to share if there's any updates happening. Anything that you're doing differently in February. We moved through January, and January was a little rocky, but we're here in February, and it seems like we're gonna have some good a different approach. Some people are changing their approach, some people are staying the course. It's all good. That was very informative. It was. It absolutely. If you get to her live, I said in our live, and it's really good. She gives some great tips. I'm just saying. And because I live in the state of Florida, these conversations happen annually, maybe a few times a year actually, but definitely annually when they're starting to prepare you for hurricane season. So they'll start those conversations on like the news, and they'll do segments, and they'll do a whole preparedness conversation and stuff. Typically like April, May, you're starting to see that type of coverage, because I think the National Weather's which is the Oceanic, they will start naming the storms and just kind of rolling out the storm names and stuff like that. So they usually kind of pair it around that time. And when hurricane season hits for us, that's typically from like June-ish to, they now say October, November. But yeah, so that's hurricane season. So we're always in this mindset to be prepared, So I just went and checked out Epic. Did you really? You want to, Kim, you're welcome to ask questions if you want. I haven't been over there. And I've heard people with mixed reviews about it. You said yes. I've heard people say, there's some mixed reviews in terms of its aesthetic and what it looks like. And then obviously people are intrigued by the monetization levels that they have over there. So, you got to get yourself set up so that you're able to engage. You said your dog is looking. Yes. You said yes to all of that. So yeah, so it's there's it's a mixed bag, but we know it's still kind of evolving. So there's a mixed bag over there. But I haven't been over there yet. Honestly, not that I wouldn't, necessarily do it, but I'm really trying to focus myself on the YT. I'm trying to be intentional there. I do want to focus myself when it comes to the voice acting, because that's a goal for the year. So I haven't kind of, moved away from my goal. That is a goal for the year. I've got my equipment. I got to learn my equipment. I also have to focus myself on trying the podcast. So I want to make sure I do that. I'm trying to create one of the things I'm working on behind the scenes. I haven't launched it yet, but there will be a web page that I'm trying to make that available for me to. I use my stand currently, and I won't get rid of a stand, but ultimately want to have like this place where I can house all the different things I'm doing. So that's not on my list right now. That didn't come over for 2026. 2026 goal. I learned about it in January for the most part, so I haven't added it to my 2026 goals. But I recognize that there are a lot of people who are doing both places. Yeah. And you should diversify. You should think about all your options. I'm trying to be more confident and less stressed. Something are working, like developing offers. Oh, Sharp Beauty, how you doing? You're trying to be more organized. You want to offer something. Yeah, diversification. Absolutely, absolutely. Kim, do you if you want to schedule a conversation, Have you gone to the school platform where, and it's also in the email I sent. So if you guys, was it an email? No, the school is an email. Go there. I now have a area under the classroom sessions, settings where you can book one-on-ones. So you can book it yourself and find a time that works for you. I think I have 3 weeks of availability out there, so you can go ahead and decide what day and time works for you. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so we can get a one-on-one in. And that's for anybody in the agency. If you guys want to get a one-on-one for the month of February, go ahead and book it now, sooner than later, just so we have it out there. You get multiple reminders. So it ain't no reason. You get multiple reminders, friends, okay? So it should be easy to know, like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to be meeting with Dr. Lisa. So yeah, but so that particular platform hasn't come on my list yet, and not that it won't. Like I said, I probably will try to take a peek over there, but I don't know if I have the time and capacity to put it on. You said multiple. You're so funny, Leah. Leah's like, how many times you gonna remind me? I'm afraid of falling, honestly, prioritizing better. There you go, Sharp Beauty. So do you go live? Let me know if you go live at all. And the offer is important. You want to have something if you're trying to think about this from a monetization perspective. Yeah, you want to have an offer. Leanne, you laughing at me. Leanne and I met. She was like, how many reminders you have set up? It's actually, I think it initially sends out the initial confirmation for whenever you scheduled. And I think there's 3 other reminders that you get. So yeah. so it's up to you if you want to choose to not remember. But yeah, so it is out there for you guys. So feel free to schedule it. Feel free to ask questions. My new friends, there's data in there for you as well if you've been with the agency for at least 2 weeks and going live. So you have that. Sharp Beauty, what I talk about too in terms of as you guys are, going live, connecting with your community, ideally you want to have something else as like another passive income stream that you can create. We talked earlier about Service Plus, and I'll just kind of do a quick reiterate some of the things we discussed. If you have not set up your Service Plus, it's probably a good time to set it up. They're definitely looking at elevating Service Plus, advancing it as a core feature that you'll use. So I want you guys to start looking into it, seeing what works for you. It could be, in my opinion, you can make it almost like a gateway service to kind of get people to know about what you offer, and they can use that. So one of so when you think about a mini course or something like that, you can create that. You can create these video courses. I'm going to create one that's part of my goals for February. I'm going to create something that can go into Service Plus, and people can click that and use it as a way to help people who are beginners in the live streaming process. So just think about what's something that you can offer, and then if they want more support, more resources, then you can have another way for them to connect with you. And maybe that's your webpage or your other platforms or something else that they can get access to you. When you think about your bio and you have your resources there, that link in bio, be mindful that may not always be there. Let me say it that way. I'm not sure when and what's going to happen in the future, but they may think differently about who has that, how does that look, what type of resources you can put there. So just be mindful. I think there is going to be a conscious shift to Service Plus. So I don't want you guys to miss out on trying to, infuse that if you need to. Some people don't need to. But if you're looking to do that, so one thing you can do, like you can pin a notification so people can see that pin notification on your screen. So, and that'll last for 30 seconds, and then you can repin it and stuff. So again, this is another way to kind of help people understand how they can get resources from you. So just kind of keep that in mind. But that's Service Plus, and if you haven't done so already, take a look at it. Look at how to set it up and try to do that as well if you're looking to connect with your community. Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, Jennifer Springs, how are you? Anybody else want to come up? How y'all feel? Y'all good? I'm gonna stay live for about another 15 minutes. Anybody want to share what's happening this month for their live stream? Um, okay. You said okay to Leanne. Anybody else want to share stuff? So let me know if there's some updates you want to provide about what you're doing. Feel free to come up. Um, so you're more than welcome to click the invite button if you want to talk about what you're doing and stuff. One thing I did say, and I already updated on my phone, I did say it earlier in the live. If you have not done so, go to your app store. There is another update in the app store. So when I went there, there was an update for both of my phones, both of my devices. I'll probably do it on my tablet as well. So don't forget about your tablet because that needs to get updated too. But yes, so you want to make sure you have the latest version. I don't know what the update is fixing. I probably should take a look at it when I do it for my tablet. But just know they had an update for us about a week ago, maybe more like 2 weeks ago now. How did you know to look? You know what? I just thought about it. I think we talked about it. I think I told Nika earlier in the 10 o'clock that she wants to make sure she updates her app. And we were talking about that because she was having a glitching. And I was like, well, let me just check and see if there's an update out there. So it was no notification. So I just went and checked and it was there. Yeah, so it was just something that I knew we had talked about in my life. So I was like, well, let me just check and see if I have to do an update. And sure enough, it was one that was there. So, just be mindful of making sure you have the latest version as you decide to go live as well. Okay. And update all your devices. So if you have more than one device you're using, update all your devices so it has the latest updates. All right. Another thing that was brought up in the 10 o'clock, just for my people who weren't here, is that Nika came up. Speaking of Nika, it's up to you if you want to come up, friend, and share some information. But she did say Superfans. Superfans has an update that's out there. I did not click to, I can't see it as a live host, but as a viewer, you should be able to click the Superfans. And I guess there is now the feature or capability, if you're a super fan for that room, for you now to gift out a super fan. And it does almost like when they have almost picture like the treasure boxes, or like when you do a poll or something that's going to come up in the corner and people can snag that gifted super fan. So somebody can get that. So it's a fun way to do it. It's like a random way to do it, but apparently people can click in the Heart Me. It's inside the Heart Me. Okay, it's not the super fan area, so it's inside the Heart Me. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I think it's a cute idea. Yeah, pin your Service Plus before you leave. You want me to pin it before I leave? Let's see. I like that. I'll pin it. You want me to pin it now? You know what? It's pinned. I think anybody who comes in per live, pin it. Okay, pin it before you leave per live. Okay, what does it do? What are you referring to, Kim? The Service Plus or the you talking about the Service Plus, or are you talking about the super fan? So you're gifting people a month of super fans. You're gifting it to somebody else. So it's a gift. Oh, you said, it's in the gift box too. Okay, super fan. So Nika said it's in the gift box. Nika, is it in the super fan area too? You're a super fan. So it's not in the super fan area, but it's in the Heart Me. So if you click the Daily Heart Me, the fan club is there. And you said it's in the gift box as well. It's in the Heart Me and the gift box. Okay, gotcha. So she said it's those two locations. I don't think it's going to let me pin your comment. No, it's not. So, you know what? Let me take my boxes down. So it's in those two areas. So you can get to it based on the fan club and you're also the gift box. Okay, that's good to know. And then as people decide to go live, if I understood, Nika, you can just elaborate if you don't mind. So you're gifting a super fan. Okay, so you're giving somebody else and a random person the old way, and that's what we talked about earlier, the old way. Oh, who did it? Who just did that? Mrs. Treetop. Oh, look at there. Somebody will be able to grab, it'll unlock in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. You said that one. So it's a treasure box. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Y'all thank Mrs. Treetop. Make sure you follow Mrs. Treetop. When you click it, it says follow. Y'all thank Mrs. Treetop now. And spread the love, all right? Look at there. I love that. Thank you, Mrs. Treetop. That is awesome. I love it. Oh, so we can gift in anyone's live. I thought as a host I could gift even better. I had to see it. Hi, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here, Lo. Appreciate you. So yeah, as a live host, I don't think you can gift as a live host. I don't see where you can. That would be cool if you could, but I don't see it. The old way allowed, I believe, allowed the person to select who they wanted to gift the super fan to. It allowed, I think the live host could also gift it. I felt like that was the case. I don't remember that, but you figure, we had that person who came in and gave 100 super fans or subscriptions. It was before it changed over to super fans. It was a lower price point, but they had gifted everyone. So yeah, I'm surprised you can't do it as a live host either. Seemed like, it is what it is. But I guess that's probably like double dipping a little bit. I don't know. I could see if TikTok was like, no, you can't do it, but your people can. So but yeah, that's a great thing to talk about. You might want to mention it to your community if that is something where people want to do the gifting. You might have some super fans who would love to do it. But Mrs. Treetop, her treasure box, and make sure y'all follow Mrs. Treetop. Her treasure box opens in 40 seconds and it is one super fan. Hello, friend. You said you want an inline meeting with you. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing, Culture Queen? I appreciate you, friend. If you're a Ugandan culture artist, motivational African dance trainer. Awesome. You're having a lot of account issues. If you want to inbox me, but if you want to do a consultation, you can go to my profile. There's my stand is in my profile, so you can schedule one at your convenience. So it's totally up to you, friend. But you want to inbox me and I can answer a few questions. So it's totally up to you. Dr. Lisa, I'm not a super fan currently, but I prefer to help you in your game. Oh, look at you. I didn't even realize that. Oh, Per Mom became a super fan. Per Mom, you got it. Awesome. I did not even realize that. You said thanks. Look at you, friend. Mrs. Treetop, I didn't realize that. Look at you. You said I prefer to help in the gallery, in your gallery. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I appreciate you, friend. Yay. That was sweet. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. That was really sweet. I appreciate you, friend. And Per Mom, congratulations. I guess I'll do a couple super fans this month. So I can get it in. You said me too. Look at y'all. Y'all so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. I appreciate everybody and all the support. You guys, we are doing big things this year. Look at you. She come flying in now. Look at you, Per Mom. She's like, let me fly in. I'm still looking for it. You're still looking for it? Yes, Mrs. Treetop. I love that. Definitely follow Mrs. Treetop and get over and connect with our y'all. Kim, Coach Jesse is supposedly it's in a fan club. I haven't seen it myself, and Nika said it's in the gift box as well. Those are the two places it's located. So definitely tell your friend, Dog, go in your other device to show. Oh, okay, I couldn't. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Let me do it from the other. I like to do it from the shop page because that seems like it has all the updates. I did it from the gift box. You did it from the gift box. Under where it says daily ranking, on top left corner, looks like a present. Okay, Let's see. Okay, Service Plus's pin, it still shows up when I come in. We're gonna do the gift box. Is that it? No, is that it? Treasure box? Interaction? Right here? So what happens when you click it? It doesn't say Superfan though, does it?